Hello, and welcome to the Mother Goose Club Dress Up Theater. Today, I'm a bus driver, and I'm on my way to pick up my Dress Up Theater friends. Would you like to come along and sing the Wheels on the Bus with me? Great! Climb aboard. Be sure to buckle your seatbelt. Click! Let's go! The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round, all through town. Hey, it's Johnny from Johnny, Yes Papa. Vroom, vroom. Screech. Hey, Johnny, need a ride?
Hi, bus driver. I sure do.
We'll climb aboard. Make sure to buckle your seatbelt.
Click. Ready.
Let's go. The people on the bus go up and down, up and down, up and down. The people on the bus go up and down, all through the town. Stopping for a passenger, hit the brakes. Screech!
Hey, it's Lazy Mary.
Do you need a ride? Yes, I do. May I climb aboard? Absolutely. Just be sure to buckle up. Click. I always get sleepy on bus rides. I think I'll just... The people on the bus go shh, 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 shh. The people on the bus go shh, 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 all through the town. Screech! Oops, didn't mean to fall asleep. Who are you picking up? I don't know. This is the next stop, but I don't see anybody. Boogly boo! Ah! I scared you. You sure did, Blanket Monster. Do you want to ride with us? Yes, please.
But please, no more scaring.
Fine. Make sure to buckle your seatbelt. Click. That's all my passengers. Let's go! The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town.
Mermaid. Beautiful mermaid. Swimming in the sea. Mermaid. Beautiful mermaid. Calling out to me.
Sha-la-la-la, sha-la-la-lee.
Mermaid singing in the sea.
Sha-la-la-la, sha-la-la-lee.
Mermaid singing in the sea.
Mermaid, beautiful mermaid, combing down her hair.
Mermaid. Beautiful mermaid. A crown of pearls to wear. Do you wish to be a fish with shiny scales upon your tail? Or by chance, you long to dance to music sweet on girly feet? Mermaid. Beautiful mermaid. Swimming in the sea.
Mermaid, beautiful mermaid,
Calling out to me.
Sha-la-la-la, sha-la-la-lee.
Mermaid singing in the sea.
Sha-la-la-la, sha-la-la-lee.
Mermaid singing in the sea.
S is for seeds.
Nope. Guess again. You get one final guess, and you know it starts with S. Hey, that rhymes.
S is for stinky sock. Is that it?
No, ew. S is for submarine, silly.
Well, Sailor, I think we run out of things in this playroom that start with S.
Aha! But if the Mother Goose Club players set sail, I'm sure there's lots of things that we could find that start with S at sea.
Aye, aye, Sailor. The sailors went to sea, to see what they could see. But all that they could see was the bottom of the deep blue sea.
Look, seaweed. Seaweed starts with S.
And so does sea turtle.
The sailors went to sea, to see what they could see. But all that they could see was the bottom of the deep blue sea.
Well played, Sailor. I think I'm gonna go find that shark costume now.
Ooh, I want to be an orca whale next.
$18, $19, $20. Ready or not, here I come. Are you behind the costumes? No. Okay. Are you behind the bookshelf?
Boom!
Ah! You scared me.
Sorry. Hey, do you want to play Chicken Little?
Sure, as long as I get to be the fox.
All right.
Here you go, little guy. I'll get an acorn.
Cluck, cluck, cluck. Just walking around the farm.
I'm a big, tall tree. Walk under me.
Cluck, cluck, cluck. Just hanging out.
My acorn.
Ah! My head! Wait, what hit my head?
I don't know.
It must have been the sky? Help! Help! The sky is falling! Help!
You make a great chicken. Now I'm gonna be the hen.
Oh, no. Help! Help! The sky is falling!
Chicken Little, what's wrong?
Henny Penny, a piece of the sky fell and hit me on the head. And now the rest of the sky will probably fall and smush us all.
The sky is falling? The sky is falling! The sky is falling! Help, help!
Now I'll be the duck.
The sky is
Henny
falling.
Penny, what in the world is going on?
Oh, Ducky Lucky, the sky is falling and it's gonna smush us all!
Oh no, the sky is falling? The sky's falling! Help! Help!
Help, help!
The sky's falling!
Now I'll be the fox.
No. Help! The sky is falling!
Oh, Ducky Lucky, what's the problem?
Oh, Foxy Loxy, the sky is falling and it's gonna crush us all.
And you're sure why?
Well, Henny Penny told me and Chicken Little told her.
And you're telling me, so it must be true. Come, we better take cover. Here, quick, come to my den.
Thank you, Foxy. Yes, this feels much safer.
And what about a little duck dinner?
A what? Ah! Ducky Lucky ran away from the tricky fox.
And Chicken Little, Henny Penny, and Ducky Lucky learned that whenever they're scared, just to take a deep breath and be calm instead. And they all lived happily ever after.
Okay, my turn to count.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Once upon a time, there lived a king and a queen. They were wonderful rulers, fair, patient, kind, and wise. When they had a daughter, the whole kingdom rejoiced in celebration of the baby's birth. But as the princess grew into a child, it became clear that the king and queen had a problem. Their daughter would not go to sleep. Every night, when the king and queen attempted to put their daughter to bed, the princess would talk, sing, yell, and cry. She would climb out of her bed, run around her bed, or even hide under her bed. And when the princess finally fell asleep, her parents would tiptoe to their room. But as soon as they got comfortable in their own bed, they would awake to cries of, "Mama! Papa!" Returning to their daughter's room, they found the princess wide awake. No matter what they tried, no member of the royal family could get a good night's sleep. Now, as time went on, it became clear that the sleepless princess would be a big problem. You see, the king and queen were so tired that they were falling asleep in important meetings, and they no longer had the patience to help the townspeople with their problem. So, the king and queen announced that they would award a chest of gold to anyone who could help their daughter get a good night's sleep. The news spread, and people came from near and far to help the princess get to bed. There were famous storytellers who came to tell the princess epic bedtime stories. The princess listened to every word, but she never fell asleep. Next, there were talented musicians who came to sing to the princess. They sang until the strings on their instruments snapped. Lastly, experts came with gifts of blankets and curtains and clocks, even medicine. But nothing could help the princess get to bed. It was a dark and stormy night, and the king and queen were at their wits' end when they heard a knock at the castle door. There stood a poor woman from the village. Though she worked day and night, she barely had enough money to feed her 10 children. She was wet and dirty and carrying her youngest daughter, who was no older than the princess. The queen invited them in and offered them dry clothes and food. It was then that the woman explained she was there to help the princess fall asleep, as a chest of gold would feed her family for the rest of their lives. Now, the king and queen couldn't imagine that this poor woman could help their daughter get to bed, as so many people before her had failed. Yet, they led her upstairs to where they found the princess, exhausted but stubbornly bouncing on her bed. The princess climbed down from her bed and approached the young girl. Meanwhile, the woman stopped to take a look at the princess's bed, which was piled high with mattresses and blankets. With a flick of her wrist, the woman began to remove each mattress one by one, and when she got to the bottom, she stopped. The king and queen watched intently. Even the 2 girls turned to see what was happening. The woman bent down to pick up a small green ball. "A pea," she said. No wonder the poor thing couldn't sleep. The woman threw the pea in the trash. "There," she said. "She'll sleep now. Mark my words." The woman ushered the princess back to her bed. The young girl smiled at the princess. "Here," she said, handing her her tattered old teddy bear. The princess took the bear and climbed into bed. It wasn't long before her eyes slipped closed and she was fast asleep. The princess slept all night that night and many nights afterwards. The king and queen were amazed, and as promised, they gifted the woman with a chest of gold. But they also awarded her with a home in the royal palace, where the 2 young girls became best friends, and everyone lived happily and well rested ever after. That is, until the 2 friends discovered slumber parties. The end.
Once upon a time, there lived a fisherman. He lived in a tiny shack by the ocean and worked hard every day to catch enough fish to feed his many children.
One day, as the fisherman cast his line into the water, he felt a tug.
And he reeled in his catch.
When all of a sudden, caught on his hook, the fisherman discovered a golden fish, unlike any fish he had ever seen before.
However, the fisherman's surprise grew when the golden fish opened its mouth and began to speak.
"Please," said the golden fish, "release me from your hook. Set me free in the water, and I will grant you whatever you wish."
The fisherman had not caught many fish that day, but still he took pity on the golden fish and decided to let him free.
As soon as the golden fish was safe in the water, it turned to the fisherman and said, "Thank you, sir, for setting me free. Now, what is it that you wish? And I will make it be."
The fisherman thought of his family, crowded into their old rundown shack, and he knew what to wish for. "Golden fish, I wish for a nice big house for my family."
"And so it will be," said the golden fish. "I hope you enjoy your wish. And if you ever need me, call out to the waves and I will come."
The fisherman hurried home to tell his family about the golden fish. When he arrived, he couldn't believe his eyes. Where once stood his tiny shack, there was now a big, beautiful house with plenty of room for his many children.
The fisherman told his family all about his wish for a new house, which the golden fish had clearly granted.
For a while, the fisherman's family lived happily in their home. But before long, the fisherman's sons and daughters began to complain.
"Dad, why didn't you ask for a bigger house? We want a mansion with fine clothes and fancy things."
So the fisherman hurried back to the ocean and called out to the golden fish.
With a splash, the golden fish peeked its head out of the water. "I see you've returned," said the fish. "What is it that you need?"
"Well," said the fisherman, "thank you for the house, but what we really need is an enormous mansion filled with fancy clothes and fine things."
"And so it will be," said the golden fish. "I hope that this time you truly enjoy your wish. But if you ever need my help, call out to the waves and I will come."
The fisherman ran back to his family and found an enormous mansion filled with the fanciest clothes and the finest things that he and his family could have ever imagined.
The fisherman and his family lived in their mansion, and for a while, they were happy. However, not very long after, the fisherman's sons and daughters began to complain again.
"Dad, why didn't you ask the golden fish for a palace? We want a golden palace and a kingdom to rule too."
And so the fisherman returned to the ocean,
And called out to the golden fish.
and with a splash, the golden fish emerged from the water. "I see you've returned again," said the golden fish. "What could you possibly need now?"
"Well," said the fisherman, "I wanted to thank you for the mansion. But what we really need is a castle and a great big kingdom to rule."
"Ah," said the golden fish, "I think I know exactly what your family needs. Go, fisherman, and do not call me again."
So the fisherman hurried back home. But when he arrived, there was no castle. There was no mansion, not even a house. All that remained was a tiny shack.
And so the fisherman ran back to the ocean and pleaded and begged for the golden fish to return.
But the golden fish never appeared again.
And so the fisherman and his family, they returned to their tiny shack by the ocean. And they had no fancy clothes and no fine things.
But they had each other. And that was what the golden fish said. That indeed was exactly what they needed. The end.
Mother Goose Club Playhouse.